$1,000 in just one afternoon, or maybe $3,000 in 12 months. Well, that's exactly what financial whiz Joel Gibson did, and he's now on a mission to help everyone save their hard-earned cash. He's just published his Kill Bills book, and he joins us now. It's nice to see you.
Hey, Joel.
You work in the money trade, but you were actually struggling financially before you sort of put pen to paper and put this book together.
Well, I didn't really realise until I started working in this. This is my day job now, obviously it has been for 8 years.
Yeah.
But I've got to say before that, you know, I'd never really shopped around for a better electricity plan. I was on, you know, I had the national average credit card debt of about $3.5 grand. I never really paid it off. So I was probably Joe average, you know.
Yeah, right.
These days, obviously, I know all the shortcuts and the sort of insider tricks to saving thousands on those bills, but I didn't. I've learnt it on the job. And this book is all about basically making it as simple and as painless as possible for people to get the sort of results I can get as a professional, even if you're an amateur. That's
Fabulous.
the idea.
And what's incredible is you can save $1,000 in a day just by reading that book. Unfortunately, the book costs $1,000. So,
that's the recommended retail price.
It's actually, you can break even by this afternoon.
Yeah.
Now we're going to look at the 3 top money savers, right? What are we going to start with?
So I've identified 9 what I call insider tricks that people who work in these industries know that others may not. Okay. And if you know these things, it's really, really easy to save. So the De Niro, number 1, probably the most important trick in the book. De Niro in the 1995 film Heat, one of my favourite movies, he plays Neil McCauley. He's a bank robber. He never, ever gets caught. And his secret to success is he's always willing to walk away when he feels the heat coming around the corner. It's the quote that gives the movie its name. Now, if you take that attitude into your household bills, you are a completely different class of customer, and businesses will treat you differently. They will get their best deals out and offer them to you because they know you're a price chaser. That's what they call you, a price chaser. And they will have to give you the best deal to win you over or to keep you. If you don't do that, they call you a sleeping beauty. And their goal is not to disturb you. Because don't disturb the sleeping beauty. They're paying top dollar. We're using all that money we're creaming from them to give people who do shop around, the De Niros, the big discounts.
And what does that apply to? Things like your power prices?
It applies to absolutely everything. If you're blindly loyal on any household bill, you will end up paying too much. That's a golden rule. If you're unsentimental, if you're like De Niro, and always demand something better, then you'll save over and over. Over time, you will save thousands of dollars.
The best thing you can do is ring an electricity company that you're with and say, I've had a much better offer from somewhere else. And then if you come up with, I did it once.
Sounds like you've already read this.
No,
have you read this book?
No, I did it with an electricity company and I can't remember what it is. And I said, I can get 13.5% from the other company. And they went, oh, well, we'll give you 15. I hadn't even spoken to the other company.
That's brilliant. And the next one is Under the Table.
Yeah, and that's a great segue because what Denise has just talked about is exactly what this under-the-table deal trick is all about. Now, most businesses have got 3 offers. There's the top price offer, which they'll just dangle out there in case you're silly enough to take it. There's the discounted offer, which they'll advertise, and most people will be on that offer. And there's the under-the-table deal, which they'll only offer to people who are leaving or people who have some other leverage, like you just said. They ring up and they say, I've just got this fantastic offer from someone else. It's cheaper than what I'm on. What are you going to do about it? And really big, sophisticated businesses have whole teams of people who just work on retention. They're called the retention team, and they're authorised to give you those deals that are not advertised.
So they're just banking on customers not wanting to make a fuss, not wanting, just wanting to do the right thing to make money. But if we can agitate...
And it's human nature not to make a fuss, unfortunately,
Same with Foxtel.
Yeah.
If you say you're going to leave, you'll get a better deal.
I just moved to Melbourne and was getting the NBN. Vodafone is who I'm with on my telco, so that's who I was going with, and it was taking so long to get it. I rang them and I said, I'm just going to leave. I'm going to go somewhere else. And the guy goes, OK. So I'm with TPG now.
Joel, finally, the squeaky wheel.
Oh, I love this.
What's the squeaky wheel?
The squeaky wheel is all about how to whinge well. You know, sometimes things do go wrong. Big, small company, good company, bad company, things go wrong, all right? It happens. The key is how do they respond and how quickly can you get a resolution? So the squeaky wheel is all about getting the best possible resolution in the shortest time possible without spending hours on the phone to a foreign call centre, for example. So the key is, you know, I sort of say in the book, you know those wildlife docos, those David Attenborough docos where there's all these little penguins trying to get out of the ocean, they're all being dashed against the rocks, you know? That's your complaint, one of those penguins. You've got to get it noticed somehow, otherwise it'll never get out of that ocean. So the trick is to make sure that a decision maker knows, first and foremost, about your complaint. Whinge to the boss is what I say. If that fails, you whinge in public, and if that fails, well, then you can whinge to the regulator. And I tell you in the book who the relevant regulator is for those different bills.
Wow, you're a real
And,
pest.
and the worst thing that anyone can do is just sit on your mortgage.
Yeah.
Go and check, because you can save thousands there. And what were you saying? If it's got a 2...
There are mortgages out there now with a 2 in front of them. There are a lot of mortgages out there with a 3 in front of them. If you've got a 4 or a 5 in front of your mortgage, you're paying too much.
There you go.
Joel, you're excellent. Thank you so much for those great tips. And everyone in our studio audience is on their way to saving $1,000 this afternoon, because you're all going home with a copy of Kill Bill.
There you go.
Cost you $1,000.
Yep.
Now, there is so much more to come.